Good morning, guys. How are things today? Are we ready to do Qigong today? Hopefully we are. And hopefully silencing my phone. Hi, Sheena. Hi, Jean-Paul. So we've got a program today which includes a few interesting bits. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how we get on. Did any of you work the snake walk at all since the last time we did it? Morning. Okay, maybe we should just warm up. It is 10 o'clock. I'm sure more people are going to appear, but there's 11 of you, 12 with me. So let's just get started with our warm up, shall we? Let's see. I'm still not getting this camera completely right. Okay. So, hi Liz. I'm just going to go over that. I haven't had a lot of interest. I've had 3-4 people telling me that they were interested in an online stream for the World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. So if there's more, there's like a little group, even 10, then we'll go ahead. And then after this, we'll log into the messenger for those of you that want to do the stance work, which is very interesting work. Okay, so here we go. Let's warm up. Hands weave together. Loosening off one way. And then the other way. So coming back, working those rotations. Maybe I need to move this up a little bit. And round we go with the arms. And back out. Okay, and shoulder one. And coming back. And switching sides. And coming back. And rolling the hips one way. Hi, Elaine or Lawrence. And then rolling the other way. And soft on knees. and back. Hi, Adele. Listening off. Okay, you get back. So you would have rolled the ankles by yourselves because we seem to have lost stream for just a little few seconds. When this happens, you can just stay online, and because we just keep coming back, so they're just little. So just roll the head and stretch the neck. Hopefully this will be the end of our stutters. Don't hold your breath. Okay. Hi, Begonia. So here we go. Stretching the neck. And stretching to the sides. And keep stretching from side to side. And looking over the shoulder. Shoulder 1. And come over to shoulder 2. And switch. And switch. And switch. And again. Okay, so we had a bit of interruption during our warm-up, but most of you know the warm-up really well because we do it nearly every day. So it shouldn't really impact on your ability to do the warm-up. And now we're warmed up and we can just get into our waves. So just breathing. Focusing on expansion and release. Expansion, release. So your knees are bent, your feet are pointing forward, hopefully you can see that. And when you're expanding, keep the shoulders down. So try not to do that. Expanding, releasing. So ground yourself into the legs, into the feet. If you're somebody that does Tai Chi as well, this exercise is highly recommended for nurturing that feeling of sinking. And you will probably feel your body systems activating. And heat will start to travel around your body, you know? Okay, so we're going to do that earth breath and grounding, sinking. coming up. Sinking. So you may feel that you're actually physically coming up and then sinking. Of course, the stance associated with earth is the horse stance. So that's why when you go down, you've got that horse stance look in your legs. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. And bring the hands up. Breathing in, breathing out. So remember, this is a fire and it does stimulate the heart. And again, shoulders and the whole area are relaxed. And whilst you're doing this, you can ponder what the fire element means when you're doing this exercise. What do you feel? So one of the ways that we work with this is we are working the elements in the body. I think there are some of you with whom I've actually discussed the elements a little bit. And essentially you've got to feel it for yourself and sort of wonder a little bit, do a little bit of thinking as to what all this actually means to you. So when you're observing the element, and then when you're doing the movement, how do you link the two? And we're going to go up. So natural breath for this one. And just stretch the sides. Stretch the legs. Look up for the wood element. So you're like a tree, gentle, very supple, okay? Relaxed. And reaching. Relax your shoulders when you're doing this as well. and water. So take your hands, run them down, place them towards you. Don't try to go too fast. See how you feel. And how do you feel that water element? For some of you, it will be obvious, and for some of you, it will appear more cryptic. Just go with it, it's fine. The idea is to still develop your listening skills, listening to the exchanges in the body, and the exchanges between body and environment. And those listening skills are going to be extremely useful in Tai Chi as well. So right now I'm just utilizing a natural breath, but you could be breathing in on the way up and then breathing out on the way down. And we're going to breathe in and just transition into metal element. And push yourself back, sit back and feel the sharpness, the decisiveness. Keep your shoulders relaxed. This is what it will look like from the side. Keep going. Let's see. Oh, hi, Marie and John Wolf. So, you see it? So just like in the movements that we've been working lately in Tai Chi, you'll have a softer phase and then a harder, sharper phase. And again, tune into that in your body. See what that means to you. What are you getting from this? What are you getting when you listen? Apart from my phone going off. And just relax. Push down, breathe out. And just gently work the expansion. Relax. And again, take stock. What is your body telling you? What do you notice? and come up. One round of stimulating the microcosmic orbit. And just relaxed. Okay, shake out. And let me know how this went. Do you feel like a deepening of the practice over the weeks, or do you find it too easy, too hard, puzzling? I don't know, anything. Anything at all. Just tell me how you feel about this practice. I personally like it. I like to dig into it because it looks really easy on the surface. You know, you're just waving your arms and just being relaxed, but you're not. It's your full body, full mind, everything, full breath is engaged. Everything is engaged on these, and I just happen to love them. Sheena says she's finding that she has to keep on concentrating on keeping the shoulders down. And sometimes it goes great, and most days she likes it, but not today is not working well, apparently. And Ruth likes it. And Jane feeling relaxing more. And that is hitting the spot. The relaxation element will, one, make you feel relaxed, and two, make you move slower. When you hold tension in the body, you'll just be like, you know, it'll be a much faster movement because you're not aware how much you're actually pushing every time you're doing this. Whereas if you take it really slow and you're very relaxed, you're suddenly tuning into all the workings through the body, which makes it a much more interesting movement. Okay, shall we move on to our centering, opening, and cross working? Okay, so feet apart, pointing forward, and hands together, but not weaved, okay? They're just pressed. I do have my thumbs crossed over. It's easier for me, but you can also have them like this. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and push the hands out, separate. Turn them over and turn to one side. Nice and gentle. Relaxing the shoulders as much as possible. Keeping the arms out in a cross shape. And turning. And just keep turning. Nice and slow from side to side. Then center. Hands come up, over, back of the hand. Back of the hands meet and just dig deep. Turn the hands over, stack them and bring them up along the body. Push up and out. and up and down. Feel the opening in the lower back. And just control the arms. Don't let them just drop. So we're in control, in charge of the full movement. Pushing up, hands out. And again. Over and dig. And turn palms. Push up and down. We're going to go into the side work. So knee to elbow. And switching sides. And trying to stay balanced. Which is not always super easy or super obvious. But we're trying. Let's do a couple more. And relax. With the hands. Push up. And turn one way. And then to the other way. And trying to keep the arms stretched up. But of course, your hands are like this. So they may, in fact, slide like that. So just keep readjusting them, okay? And hopefully they will stay. Maybe. Mine don't. They never do. Okay. So pushing up and just keep going. Turning from side to side. Relaxing the shoulders. And what happens when you relax the shoulders is that it has an impact all across the area here, sure, but also all the way up. Hopefully you can see where I'm pointing, because you've got loads going on in the neck area as well. And this can pull as well. So, you know, we can get like stress migraines and things like that. So if we manage to relax, then we're on a better track, shall we say. And so I keep interrupting myself. So push down and out. And again. Ah, yes, Adele. Down and out. And they are relaxed. Because I'm not holding them up any more than they absolutely have to be, if that makes sense. Down, out, and again. Down, out, and up. And switch. So down, scoop, come up. Keep the shoulders down and push with the arms. And again. Round, scoop, come up. round, scoop, come up, round, scoop, come up. And we're going to go in a circle, so go to one side, circle and up, and again, circle and up, and again, and again, and maybe one more. And then we're going to go back. So come all the way up, push up again, and go back the way you came. So we are working the water areas, the lower back. We're also working the long meridians for the bladder and the kidneys. Okay, when we're done, bring the hands down, and don't forget, choose your height. High, medium, low. I'm going to go straight to my height. That doesn't mean you have to copy my height, okay? So, into the corner, across, overhead, stretch, and down, across, over the head, stretch, down, across, over the head, stretch out. And again, down, and across, overhead, stretch. Again, down, coming across, overhead stretch. Again. One more. And again, last one. Okay, shake out. Good, shoulders much better. We like that. Catch your breath. How did you find this movement today? Hopefully you find it easier. Even if you're working quite high, you will feel it in the legs. And you'll feel a stretch as well when you're doing that. To keep it a little bit of fine, but high horse, high stance. Okay. So I think a lot of the time we work higher than we would because we're afraid of the low stance. But I would say, of course, without injuring yourself, just try it. Because a lot of the time you can probably go lower than you think, you know? And even if it means adjusting the height a little bit from moving from side to side, that's okay. We don't have to be at carpet level for the whole move, yeah? Good, Begonia. Very pleased. Okay. So, no guys feeding through this morning as to how they're feeling about these. Okay. Let's move on. Again, remember, high, medium, or low for the next one. Open the foot, arms touching. Horse stance. Turn. Passage in horse stance. And turn. And keep your arms in touch at all times. Okay. Ron says he's feeling very warm. My rug's going all over the place. So hopefully the turning is improving. Just remember to keep the arm and the hand in touch. Okay? The whole time. So that you don't end up like that with a gap. Keep them in touch all the way. Okay? And take up your stance and feed from the hip. And switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. Switch. And relax. Okay, hopefully these are getting easier as well. Especially this one. We've worked quite a lot of that in Tai Chi as well. Okay, so hopefully you have been working the snake walk or snake walk. Let's have a little revision of it. So again, if you are going low, if you can go low, don't forget to straight and turn. Yeah. Straight and turn. Just to get to grips with that turned leg, which is very different to the way we do a bow stance. A bow stance has got the leg at 45, the foot at 45, whereas here the leg's turned all the way to 90 degrees. Okay? So you're feeling that differently. And if you're going for low, then that leg is bent as well. Okay, there's a big bend in my leg. It's not straight, okay? Again, on the other side. Okay, and you see how it rotates everything. The foot, the leg, but up here as well. Things are rotating a little bit. Okay? If low is never going to be your friend, and that's fair enough. There are some of us that just will not do it, and that's fair. Try knee towards the down, then bring the heel to the side so that you're getting the same tension in the kidney meridian. And then you'll step, bring the heel up, turn it so your foot is at 90 degrees. Don't forget to have a bend in that leg. Turn a little bit so that you get the stretch in the meridian. So if I try it again, I show you a high one, pop that heel up, turn it, and then put a little bit of tension, not massive tension. And you'll find that you're in a side stance, okay? Rather than being turned all the way. So step, heel comes up, here it looks from the side, heel comes up, goes to 90 degrees, and then stretch out that meridian. And if I take a step after that, yeah, hopefully the camera is clear enough that you can make this out. And this is just the first phase to sort of find the point without injuring any parts of you. Okay? When you're done, you can step 90 degrees at the back. Step. So you'll have a slight zigzag to your walk. Kind of mimicking a snake, yeah? So you'll be step, 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 step. And you'll feel it here, maybe here, definitely here, okay? So if you've got questions about this walk, pop them in the chat, please, okay? And then I can cover them. Otherwise, how are you getting on with the walk? Of course, if you've got a low walk, then you do need to come up a little bit for your step forward, right? And you are going to cover a lot of ground with one step, yeah? So, tell me, how is this working out for you? Back view. I can do a back view, maybe. of the staged walk or just a straight walk? I'll do the staged walk. So you'd step, heel comes up, turn. Step, heel comes up, turn. Step, heel comes up, turn. That's okay, Sheena. We'll keep at it. Understanding it better, but not really got there yet. And Ron saying high stance, feeling a stretch. Good. Can feel the stretch in the high walk and zigzags. Good. So yeah, the high walk is a good place to start. That's great, Jane. Emma thinks that before she was trying to land angled. Yes, and if you can, that's okay. But it usually takes a little bit of practice for your body to know exactly how to place itself. That's why we do the landing straight and then turning, just to get it really clear in the body. Adele saying clear today, last week could not work out how to put the back leg in position without dislocating the knee. Yeah, that's great if we're managing to not do that. So yes, the staged walk does help, of okay, there, and then there, because you know that the stretch happens when this happens. It's not so much that the knee is turned on its own, because it can't do that. The knee will not be able to turn to 90 degrees whilst your hip is straight. That's a physical impossibility. So it just won't happen. Yeah. But the hips will turn. And even if you're in the low one, you see how open the hips are, because they have to be lined up with the knee, like you say, Adele. Otherwise, you're going to dislocate your knee, which we would prefer not to do. Yeah. When you get with your walk, add some arms. Don't know if you can still make it out. Probably not. I've probably overshot outside the frame, but yeah. So just that same movement. So try a little bit of walk with the arms. Okay. And if I try it again. Okay. So that was more expert walking. So maybe we want to go gentler. So yeah. Good, Begonia. I'm glad to learn that. Enjoying it better. It is easier this week. Okay. How are you finding it with the hands? Are the hands happening or not? Maybe they are, maybe they're not. whilst you take a thought, are the hands happening or not? I'm going to give you a little exercise in provision of next week. When you're at the end of a stretch of walk, you're going to want to sit and turn, do a snake turn. So this week, from a sitting position, your job is to manage to do this turn. Only this, okay? Nothing much. Just turning. And you can do it with your snake hands. So hopefully you're seeing the legs. They're not, my knee is not over the foot like this, but behind the foot. And then when I turn, direction, same again. So one leg, two legs. The knee and the foot separate, okay? If you have it in you, you can also come over and do this, okay? And then turn back. And I won't think any less of you if you have to put the hands down, okay? That'll be fair enough. To get back up from this, you'll have to bring your leg forward and try coming up. So the sooner we start strengthening our lower back doing this, the sooner the whole roll can happen, okay? Are we supposed to turn the hip? Absolutely. Otherwise, you can't get the rotation in the foot and the knee properly. So the hip, foot at 90 degrees, hip turns. It's got to turn, yeah? Okay, what do you think of the rolls? Do you think you'll be able to manage them? Oh, that's great, Jane. Happening slowly. We like that. Everything is slow in Qigong. So, for some of us, it might be a shock, right? Because we're not used to sitting on the floor. Yeah. In the walking exercise, you have to turn the hip. Because your foot is at 90 degrees. The hip has to be turned. Yeah? Does that answer the question, Begonia? I hope it does. Francis, my knees are laughing at me. Is that from being on the floor and trying the turn? When you're on the floor, try that turn. Just this. You don't have to try anything else, just that. We're just going to get used to that roll. Okay? Do you want it again? A lot of floor sitting, the turns needing work. Yes, So, in the beginning, if it's too shocking for yourself, just sit on a cushion. But if it's not, just sitting and doing the turns. So the feet are next to each other and turn. And turn. So you can see I put my hands on my knees just to show you the position of the knees. So, because a snake has to coil to turn, it can't go back. It can't walk back or slither back. So it's got to turn. If I'm at the end of my walk, I've got to turn and up, and then I can reprise my walk. But we'll do that. We'll do that next week. Okay. So hopefully the sitting exercise is clear enough. I'm only giving you the flip, flop, flip, flop. I'll give you the rolling over again next week, but I think we need to stage it. It's just a better idea to stage these things, okay? Because then our body gets used to it. Okay. So if that answers most questions, maybe you can let me know if you have more questions. Just put it in the messages, okay? If you're finding it really tough to do it on the floor, find a low stool or something which will take you where you can start doing, where you can sit on, and you can start doing your turns, okay? Just loosening off the hips. It's easier like if it's a round and lower than that. I'm thinking of some animal stools that are about yay high, and you can turn on them because they're yay wide. Okay, so I think, yes, the chair exercise feels possible. So I have it, this one's quite low. And you might want to be one way and then turn, and turn, and turn, and turn. Your hips are going to get used to it. Your back's going to get used to it. You're going to get a bit of a stretch when you're doing that as well. Yeah. But as soon as you feel you can move to the floor, then do so. Getting up at the end is fun, isn't it just? Yeah, it's really fun. And you're supposed to do it with your super poised snake hands as well. We'll work on that. Okay, that's no problem. All right. So if we're all good, I think we should do our cooling down exercise, starting with Qi to Dantian. Just don't forget that it's a staged process. Any move, especially any new move, it is going to be a staged process where you have to slowly work towards the move. Okay? Don't think I was born being able to do these moves. All right, and brushing or tapping or hovering the hands. Overhead, and go again. Overhead, over the kidneys. And just relax and breathe just for a few seconds. And breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. And close the gate. And thank you very much for tuning in today. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I hope you are enjoying these ones. They're a little bit more involved and yeah, just demand that you listen to yourself a little bit more, I guess, because they are physically more demanding. So don't forget to give time to your body to adjust to all of that, okay? Drop me a line if you are at all wondering about anything, or if you've got any questions, okay? And otherwise, happy practice, enjoy the sunshine, and I will see you tomorrow for more focused practice. Okay. So it's nice to see all of you. It's lovely. I'm glad to know that Dennis is there as well. Dennis and Martin, hi. Okay, so it's brilliant. Those of you that are doing the stances, I will buzz you in 1 minute on Facebook. Sorry, not Facebook, on Messenger. Okay. Oh, that's brilliant, Dennis. Thank you. That's brilliant. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Ron, Liz, Elaine, and Lawrence. Thank you, Marie. Kisses to the kids. She's my sister. And Isabel, Adele, Begonia. Thank you all. Thanks, Jean-Paul. Yes, the snake play takes a lot of work. So whenever you feel like being a snake in your house or in your garden, just go for it. A little bit of practice. Okay. See you later, guys. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.